Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Muwahid, and I'm a health anxiety therapist and advocate. In today's video, I want to share something incredibly important, what you need to start doing if you genuinely want to recover from health anxiety. Understanding health anxiety. Let's begin with the core of the issue. Health anxiety isn't just about fear, it's a cycle of obsessive problem solving. In many ways, it mirrors obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, because it often involves obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. The more we try to soothe ourselves through these behaviors, the more we reinforce the anxiety. Ironically, our efforts to reduce the fear only deepen it. The problem-solving trap. Picture this. Someone experiences a headache. That simple sensation triggers panic. Their mind quickly fills with catastrophic thoughts. What if it's a brain tumor? They begin to ruminate, hyper-focus on symptoms, and adopt an all-or-nothing perspective. Because the anxiety feels intolerable, they start problem-solving to gain relief. This can look like excessive Googling of symptoms, repeatedly seeking reassurance from loved ones, or scheduling multiple doctor appointments. Sometimes, even seeing a doctor isn't enough. They may demand further reassurance through specialist visits, MRIs, CT scans, and more. The cycle becomes relentless. There is always another test to run, another opinion to seek. The real issue: avoiding anxiety. Here's the hard truth. The more we problem solve, the further we drift from the actual solution. Why? Because we are ignoring the elephant in the room, anxiety itself. Instead of addressing the anxiety, we become obsessed with finding another explanation. We convince ourselves it can't just be anxiety, and in doing so, we stay stuck. I know this firsthand. At one point, I experienced bizarre neurological symptoms. Tingling on the left side of my face, numb patches, crawling sensations on my skull, muscle jerks, flashbacks, and dissociation. I was terrified and refused to believe anxiety could be behind it. I began a 5-month journey of medical investigations, seeing multiple neurologists, undergoing countless scans, and consulting different specialists. I even wondered if it was an autoimmune disorder or fibromyalgia. The moment of clarity. Despite all the effort and searching, the real answer was staring me in the face. Anxiety. All that problem-solving only made my anxiety worse. It was like trying to heal a broken leg while standing on it. I kept reactivating my nervous system, refusing to accept that anxiety could be causing my symptoms. Eventually, it clicked. The symptoms were real, yes, but the cause wasn't what I thought. It wasn't something deadly or mysterious. It was anxiety. That realization was the turning point for me. I had to stop chasing answers and start dealing with the real issue. The missing link: sit with uncertainty. So, what's the missing link in most recovery journeys? It's learning to sit with uncertainty without trying to fix or solve it. That's what truly helps. Yes, I use many tools with my clients: breathing exercises, acceptance strategies, diffusion techniques, but the most powerful shift happens when someone learns to pause, sit, and tolerate discomfort. It's not easy. I'm not going to pretend it is. But if we continue to problem-solve every sensation, we make ourselves more anxious, not less. We end up running in circles, desperately seeking an answer we'll never find, because the answer is anxiety. Everyone's journey is different. For many people, it takes months, years, or even decades to reach this understanding. We all have our own timing. For me, it took years before I could see the anxiety clearly for what it was. That was when I realized, I don't need another scan or another doctor. I need to face what's happening within me. Facing the hard truth. It's a tough concept, I know. I couldn't accept it for the longest time. I was convinced something more sinister was going on. But facing the truth, that my own anxiety was the root cause, was the beginning of healing. I had to work on my impulsive need to problem solve. That's the way out. That's how recovery begins. Healing is not linear. It's full of ups and downs. But one constant is this: you must train yourself to resist the urge to fix everything. This is just like OCD treatment, where the first step is always to stop the compulsions. Therapists may introduce complex methods, but at the core, the message is simple: stop feeding the cycle. You don't have to solve everything. And yes, we're naturally good problem solvers. That's how humanity has built civilizations, invented technology, and made life more comfortable. But with health anxiety, this strength turns into a trap. You don't have to solve every stomachache, every twitch, every strange body sensation. The human body is constantly changing. It's always doing something. Today I'm bloated for no apparent reason, and that's okay. If we respond to every small symptom with panic and problem solving, we'll never stop. That's why we must break the habit. So, I hope this video gave you something valuable to think about. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I post daily content about health anxiety, recovery tips, and upcoming workshops. If you'd like to work with me directly, click the link in the video description to fill out a short form. Either myself or my assistant will get back to you. Take care of yourselves, and remember, work on resisting that urge to problem solve. That's the key. I'll see you soon.